Hi Leo, I love you honey. So we're going to do a Celtic, general Celtic, and we're going to clarify with the beginner's tarot. So let's see for Leo. Overall energy. Holy angels, Holy Spirits. True, the divine above. Get the Ace of Swords. Queen of Swords. Uh-oh. Ancestors, angels, and gods. Coming in for Leo. So that's the Queen of Swords. Even receiving a message of clarity or clearing up a message. Could be more than 8 messages in the recent past. You have the Magician. Top of your spread, you have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. What's coming in your reading? You have the Lovers. Indeed. Internal, 4 Wands. External, 5 Cups. They miss you. Advice going to be 7 Pentacle. Potential outcome is the Moon with Strength card at the bottom of the bundle. Let's clarify it. So where your reading's going to start out is the 7 Cups with Strength card. Either you're turning emotional confusion into power, emotional pain into power, emotional decisions into power. What is the 7 Cups? There's the Queen of Swords. Your clear communication, express what's best for all. You have more decisions than one. Yep. So our next question here. You have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Cups, clarifying the first spot of your reading. The Queen of Swords is literally the opposite of the Queen of Wands. So if you're a feminine, this might have, I don't want to say turned you into a woman, but it turned you into a prospect of the way you felt as a woman that you didn't like to be. Put you in a place where you didn't like to be in your energy. You didn't like it. You didn't want to have to be that woman. But something here said you had to be. There's no way out until you do. Can we clarify the Queen of Swords for the Divine Feminine and the Ace of Cups? A small contract of justice. That's a marriage. Don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven. This is a small contract that started with a contract in spirit to bring a new perspective to the Queen of Swords through an argument. It's a spiritual warfare because of the conflict, drama, competition, strife, and jealousy. This is the challenge that needs to be left behind in judgment. When you have judgment and justice, for example, if you know you're wanted by the law, you're going to turn yourself in. And this is a person know that they've done something wrong in the spirit realm. The divine feminine in this reading, she has initiated a small contract to justify the spirit realm, to spiritually balance the realm she's in. The cause versus effect. She's figuring out where she is now because of where she's been. Who is the Queen of Swords to the masculine? Well, right out the gate, King of Swords, Aquarius and Libra energy, Judgment, Breaker 1-9. He's called Judgment. Waking up them ancestors because of the King of Pentacles. That's what we're clarifying in the foundation. King of Wands. Should have followed through with his passion. It's like washing a load of clothes and it didn't get any dirt out, so you wash it again on power wash. There's a conversation here somewhere. There's a conversation here somewhere that ended up in an argument. But the conversation was meant to go a different way. You know when you trick someone into a conversation and they automatically start talking about something else? So the King of Pentacles, that Taurus energy, looks like he got his heart broken. Whatever he followed through with, got his heart broken. He's got everything he needs, or what he thinks he needs. Exactly. There's the devil. You are only limited by what you believe is possible. 9 Wands, that's setting the boundaries of the dark side through emotional confusion and the truth. Oh, he's clarified it on an earthly level. Marriage, family, causing the confusion, but now successfully recognizing that the Page of Cups and the Moon, there's your Moon and the outcome there. This masculine is saying to himself right now is he should have stayed celibate. He should have reconsidered that one passionate stick. What would this masculine be reconsidered when it comes to devil energy? The Sun. A spiritual enlightenment, honey, with the King of Wands. A deep emotional image transformation through that conversation. He's going to master it. He has to master what he says to the Queen of Pentacles. It's either a woman that he's been married to before, a mother, or a businesswoman. If you take her an excuse, whoever that is, she's going to want an explanation. And where you got it from, what their name is, where they live. Masculine is just going to say, nope. Well, right here is where that argument is being sparked. Somebody here going to start the argument. A spark of interest, a discovery of an argument, a message. Well, can we clarify what's in the Knight of Swords? Well, with the equal give and take, you get what you give. Magician, manifesting an earthly level to leave it behind peacefully, to clarify the move forward of judgment of the King. This masculine says, take me where I need to go, because this marriage gives them a new perspective of that King of Pentacles. Well, that's ending, divine timing ending, to find peace and contentment behind the scenes with a past life soulmate, a nostalgic soulmate. Shiznix. That's a level of manifestation. Manifesting one's dreams into reality. Manifesting to level an argument of interest from the start. Manifesting to level an argument from the start. They want to fight, you'll give them one. That's what confused them. Your strength confused them. Well, yeah, because the feminine, she left. See you later, rotten tater, to go find peace and contentment. It's unfocused struggle. She felt the energy. You know, when you feel the energy in the room just ain't the same. She said, no, thank you. And look at these two cards. This is black magic. That 2 Pentacles, that's a return to sender, bitch. Maybe 6 years ago. 6 swords to the 8 swords. That's going to leave 2 swords. It's like she was blindsided by it, but clarified it in the same moment. Where's the masculine in this reading right here? Well, you have that Ace of Swords. He's clarifying something here. 3 Cups in reverse. He's not celebrating. He is not coming together to clarify where he stands. Oh, he's manifesting a restart. He's manifesting a restart with his feminine. Here's the Page of Pentacles. A bundified analyzation on a level of heartbreak, of deception, deceit, taking control of the responsibility with a new perspective. 7 Cups. Making a stand in the end, in the interfering with communication, communicating peacefully, which is leaving you emotionally confused. This external energy is thinking the more they wait to talk to you, they're thinking the more confused you are. But Leo's not going to stay confused. Leo knows you'll get it together one of these days, because whatever this person wasn't what they didn't see, the more confusion they give you, the more powerful and abundant your move will be. They piss you off, you might even move out of state. Ooh. We know what the Magician is. What's the Page of Pentacles? King of Wands. Oh, Page of Wands. Here's your Page of Wands right here. You have the Page of Wands, the Magician, Page of Wands, Magician. To reflect, shadow work on Judgment. They're done. They're ready for the spiritual realm. You got Hermit and Judgment making the final and firm decision to spend time alone, reflect, and have a little bit of faith again. The Hermit actually shines the light on the Serpent. At the top of your spread, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles. So this Queen of Pentacles was meant to be on this destiny. Capricorn energy, for a change and a turning point in life. What's the Queen of Pentacles in the reading altogether? Who is she? Capricorn energy. Well, low self-esteem. Probably doesn't have much money. Life is hard right now. Look around. Help is at hand. And there's the Queen of Cups. She gets her abundance from a Cancer energy or a feminine water sign. She might work for her, ending a cycle. There's nothing else there left. It's the ending of a cycle of being undermined emotionally when it comes to you stabilizing them. Leo rules the heart. Once you ascend, nobody can get there. They gotta have the right key. 7 Wands, protection, Chariot. You were protected when you left it behind. Put the Judgment cross on the front of your car. So if this is a masculine, feminine calling for judgment, the judgment he makes has to match the judgment that's on the front of her chariot. How will these two checkmate each other? The feminine and the masculine, before we clarify the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. How will these two justify each other? Through judgment. What will equal it? One of you manifesting the Magician, Page of Wands. The other one's manifesting Magician, Page of Wands. One of you are not committed to something, anything. You're ready. This is brand new. Page of Pentacles. Whoever this is committed to 6 contracts. And what needs to be leveled when it comes to that contract is just looking for a friend. Just looking for someone to understand you. Secretly, behind the scenes, private contract. Son of a biscuit eater. On my butt and call me a biscuit. Dang it. Just looking for a friend to trust. What's stressing the devil out? Negative argument. What's in the negative argument? It's a karmic soulmate. Wasn't what they wished for. 9 cups in reverse. Okay, now, who is the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles when it comes to the divine feminine? Leo. There's your new perspective for the Queen of Swords interest. That's 3 different women at the top of your spread. The Hermit in reverse. 9 cups in reverse, and the Chariot's not what you wish for either. Not being able to spend time alone, leaving. That masculine that's right here, he's done. This is the woman that he committed to And then it's either two friends, two sisters. I mean, you got all three elements right there. Everything but Wands energy. Wands is coming in this page, which is coming in the Magician. Okay, so who the fuck's the Queen of Swords? Phew. For the feminine, divine feminine Leo. She won't challenge the feminine. No conflict, no drama, no baby mama. Let's see. Strength card. She won't challenge her. She's too fucking powerful. Bitches. Damn. You know, a true divine feminine can walk into a fucking building with 500 women standing there. She walk in, not know anybody. And then everybody just walk up to her and start telling her their life stories. You know, like she family or something. And it just makes people jealous. Keep going, feminine. Let's see who these energies are for this masculine in the reading. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. Who are these women for the divine masculine? It's a low vibe, and they vibe too low for this destiny. That's the Five Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune right there. They vibe too damn low for the destiny. And there's your other two swords. Your 8 swords, your 6 swords, there's your 2. So this is what's going to clarify for the masculine. Stuck, stagnant, and undecided. He was blindsided. Ooh, blindsided to the lover. Because he's heartbroken. Boom, shakalaka, boom, boom. Shockingly blocked the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Made a strategic decision about the Queen of Pentacles. Behind the scenes, she was a different person. She's wearing a mask. Oh, look. There's the 3 women right there. Secretly, unemotionally fulfilled. If it takes 3 women to fulfill your emotions, man, yeah, I'd leave that behind too. That's the change and the turning point. Look, there you go to the Queen of Wands. Taking control of the stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights, which is going to lead you to the King of Cups. Reconsidering his emotions when it comes to a contract. When he's unemotionally fulfilled, he needs to find that through faith. You need to go ahead and cry and talk to the Father above instead of going to an ex-partner needing somebody to talk to. Need to start talking to themselves. Why is this 5 swords here? Did they not trust the divine partnership? The lovers? 2 swords, 5 swords, the lover? Either a successful marriage or who they was married to, they recognized in public. The enlightenment of stress. Oh, shit. If this person has ever been with another person like out in public, and if they saw you, if this person ever saw you, they're making little jokes like, yeah, going over there and talk to them. And your person's like, you don't want to do that. And, you know, this other person's like, what the fuck are they going to do? But your person won't let them come up to you. Instead, they're going to break their own heart. They're going to stand up and let those swords fall out. And the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. They know that this is vibes are too low to find peace and contentment. You can't go to a place that broke you to heal. That's what this masculine said to himself. And he's going to do that in secret. He understands how private your life needs to be if you're in a divine union. It's the only way to protect the connection. There's your 7 wands, making a stand. So this 7 wands right here, remember the 6 wands? That's defending the lover. Standing up for the divine union against 6 other people. Public. Protecting a lover from public. The Hangman. Spiritual support. Somebody's coming in to protect you from public. And the public that they're going to protect you from is what's going to try to force you to leave your spiritual realm hanging. To get a different perspective without support in spirit. Anything and anybody that's not going to be able to support you on your divine journey, They ain't letting it in. They're protecting you. Here's the Knight of Cups. You got the Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords there. And here's your Four of Swords. There's your Ace of Swords and your Three Cups. This is blocking you. This person in this reading, I'm talking to you, not Leo. People that's not on a spiritual realm, you can't drink and stuff with them. You'd be better off drinking alone. Because, you know, when you get high with somebody, a lot of people smoke weed, yeah, but when you put your body in a situation where your mind shouldn't be, then your mind has no choice but to go with you. You know what I mean? Your internal energy. 4 wands, 10 wands. That's going to leave the 6 wands that the 1 wand is protecting, okay? This protection for you might be coming from the Queen of Swords interest. Yep, that's what she's interested. Feeling defeated, depleted, stabbed in the back, lied to, and betrayed. It's a transition. Every sword she's sending to you is retracting to her. That's lies. That's the Queen of Swords lying about you. But you're comfortable. You're comfortable with what you carry. You find comfort in what you carry. This is self-discipline and interest. The 4 of Wands, twin flame, happy life, happy home, even the dog eats good. These people do not have children together. But you know, to protect a home and to be happy at home, you have to carry the responsibility to make it that way. And that's where you are. Indeed. 10 Cups. The Death card. It's a transitional. It's a change, a transitional change. What home feels like to you. You'd rather have wands in your cups and not swords. Remember that was 10 swords that clarified it earlier? Yeah, you want interest. And there's the 6 of Wands. A successful recognition of who to work together, VIP access and deception. You know who's good for you and who ain't. And you have this Queen of Swords. She's trying to learn how you got this powerful and abundant. Like, where the fuck did you go to get that abundance, that cornucopia? Where'd you go get that? That beautiful gown she's got on, you know? What is an external person trying to put on this Leo in the reading spiritually? They're reflecting. They're shadow working. And what they're trying to put on you is the Star Aquarius energy, 7 Wands. Why would they want to be defending faith? They're not challenging you. They're defending what you're faithful about. What you're most faithful about. A wish fulfillment. To come forward in love. In divine timing to the Queen of Wands. But this deception is too much deception. Too much sneaking around. So that cycle had to end for a moment. If you're in a twin flame connection, the cycle really doesn't end. It always picks up where it leaves off. Oh, look. You have 10 wands, 10 cups. Now we have 5 wands, 5 cups. There's your 50-50. Love and passion. You have to have interest before you find love. It's like trust and love. If you're in a relationship, if you don't trust them, there is no love there. If you look for love before trust, then you're screwed from the get-go. And it looks like that's where two 5s. For example, your internal energy, you're carrying the weight for both of you. You're like, that's okay, I got it, motherfucker. And with the 7 wands and the 10 wands here, it's going to leave 3 wands, which that's automatically going to bring in a plan and preparation of foresight to just go some fucking where else. Because you want a twin flame. You want to be comfortable with someone that has faith through wisdom, that's got their 6 senses touched in. You want somebody that likes to look at the stars or You know, you want somebody that equals you. If they don't have it here yet, and you said, I don't want it. And when you get fives, that's an internal challenge, conflict. And this is right here is coming with jealousy and emotions. Somebody misses you, but there's a lot of jealousy here. The Fool. 7 Swords. Honey, they say every time they take a risk, something intercepts. That's the struggle. 5 Wands, 5 Cups. Now you got 5 Wands, 5 Swords. Have stabbed a sword in every cup. Now focused on mastering the soulmate. Focused on the soulmate that left. Now successfully recognizing that that 6th senses has opened. That's their 6th sense lover. You. I'll be daggone. It's like every time they try to get to you, the bridge goes out, you know? They look for a detour, they find one, get halfway through it, that bridge goes out. But it's got everything to do with this 6 Swords and Ace of Swords here. That's what's going to be your 7 Swords. But in the 7 Swords, this person's carrying around problems that don't belong to them, and that 2 Swords is in the back. The 2 Swords come out right here. Block the lovers because of heartbroken. Block from the divine union because still heartbroken from another fucking relationship. Go ahead and cry, motherfucker. Drink you a beer, smoke a joint or something. And understand, some people just need to be in your life for one day. Just to teach you a small little lesson. But if you contract to that lesson, the lesson won. I don't care how many years you try to get out of it. You will stay there until your time is up. Is this a divine debt being paid right here for the 7 Swords? Deception, deceit, through the Fool. Every time they take a risk, every time they try to take a new beginning. King of Pentacles, 9 Swords. There's the King of Pentacles and the 3 Swords with the 9 Wands. So now these Wands have a sword. Ooh. Masculine. This masculine is so fucking pissed off at this thing right here. I mean, when you put a sword on each of these Wands, what do you call it? Kind of sexual entertainment? SNR? He's realizing now that everybody that touched him exchanged energy. Or even if they were flirting, just flirting, something like that. Maybe even just talking about SNR to somebody. They're stressing over what they've committed to. They're focused. They're trying to master the spiritual struggle and spark the interest of destiny. Because the 10 Cups and 10 Wands, it looks like they want to pick up the weight for you. Yes, the enlightenment of a transition right there. Enlighten me, they said. Because they feel like this 9 Swords just blindsided them. 9 Swords, 2 Swords, that's going to be 11 Swords. 10 Swords is the minor arcana for the Tower. So it hit them good because they poured the cup out of the one comfortable, a successful recognition of a strategic decision come quick, intuitively, without support to the masculine. This masculine said if they would just want to made the decision different in like 3-second perspective, their whole life would have changed. Where's the divine feminine here? 5 Wands, 5 Cups with the full 7 Swords. 8 Pentacles. She's focused. They ain't challenging her. They can't challenge her. No conflict, no drama, no baby mama. Knight of Wands. She's not playing around. 3 of Pentacles. She does VIP access. The 3 of Pentacles is acknowledging who she can work together with and who she cannot. Behind that black curtain is things that you don't show to everyone. That goes to important people. People that you know that's interested. Not somebody that you know is going to laugh at it. Oh, goodness, feminine. What a divine pleasure. Let's see. Oh, here's the divine debt. So the 6 Pentacles is when you talk about the contract to the divine of the debt that's going to be paid. 7 Pentacles is the divine timing payment. And that, my love, is coming justifiably. You have Justice, the Page of Pentacles, Justice, and the 7 Pentacles. And here is your 6 Pentacle and the Magician. Whatever correct on earth, what needs to be corrected in heaven, honey. Cause versus effect, and the truth shall set you free. This Ace of Swords is earthly truth, okay? That Justice is spiritual clarity. Assessing the investments. Divine timing, justice. That's what's coming in. What's about to be justified is that 7 Cups. And the Page of Pentacles. When it sparked the interest of something long term, it caused 3 swords, heartbreak, and confusion. 8 swords in the Strength card. One of you was so spiritually powerful when you met. To soulmate movement, relocation, together, independently. That's eloping. Just literally eloping. Your outcome, honey, you have the Moon and the 2 Wands. Someone's secretly watching you from afar. What would be in the 2 Wands? And the 4 Swords. So they're actually looking for truth. And the 2 Swords. Blindsided without truth. Unemotionally fulfilled. This King of Pentacles. 5 Cups, King of Pentacles again. That Taurus energy, whoever that King of Pentacles is, we're going to dig into him right now. He don't like what he committed to. He don't like the contract. But it's going to take him 7 years to get out of it. And it looks like he's already went through 5 going on 6. Is this saying got 1 more year? There's the Wheel of Fortune. The change and the turning point in life. Nothing ever going to be the same again. Empress in reverse. Yeah. Because he took the wrong Empress on his destiny. There's your Knight of Cups. Instead of successfully recognizing where the trust come from. This feminine, she was just looking for somebody to trust through faith. And there's your plan and preparations of the Sun to prepare him for his enlightenment. Happiness, bliss, naked baby on a pony, nothing to hide. Whatever's in these 7 swords right here or right here, that's the secrets that's been hidden. You know, things that you do in your life you don't want nobody else to know. A couple people know, but not everybody. Because it's embarrassing. But this Muslim's got to figure out, you know, that's just your lifetime here on this earth. If it causes somebody to laugh at you, oh fucking well. What is in the 7 swords? That Page of Cups. And the Sun. The initiation of spiritual enlightenment. Apologizing to the Sun that they didn't see it. It's blocking enlightenment. Here's the Moon here. Abundance. Blocking the abundified, legified abundance. Not at peace with the Knight of Wands in reverse. 3 of Cups. They started the relationship on lust. Didn't know what love felt like until they met you. You made them feel felt without feeling them. What is that saying? The Mishu, 5 Cups, unemotionally fulfilled, 6 Pentacles in reverse. It was a one-sided situation. They didn't reconsider before they separated because the Justice, they were unjustified, not spiritual, didn't see the cause versus effect, which didn't allow them to be enlightened and release the confusion, the deception, carrying heavy, taking control to release the stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. Have his bundles in reverse. Mercy. They just went the wrong fucking way. They let the wrong woman on the ride. For example, you find a feminine, a really divine feminine, and she saw you even 6 months ago with another woman in there. She not getting in that car. You will literally have to go spend your matrix money and buy a brand new fucking car for her to get in the seat. And can't nobody be in a seat. That's how, I'm not saying she thinks she's better than everybody, but she respects herself so much. She's recovered from emotions. She's not there for love. She's there for destiny, her change, and her turning point. If it's her train to ride, she said, where's that motherfucker at? So let's clarify this right here with this. Took about 5 years of deep down shadow work to find the star, the hope, faith, balance, renewal. You know, that stuff don't happen overnight. You can't open your six senses overnight, especially when you've been through so much shiznix. But unless you go to hell, you don't have nothing to rise from. So what is in the Four of Swords and the Two of Swords and the potential outcome for the feminine? It might be an unknown blockage. Soulmate challenges, conflict, drama with the King of Wands. She's apologizing for any conflict she caused for the masculine. She's not the one that challenged him. But if she did, she's apologizing. And that's how she's making it. Indeed. There's the other contract right there. One contract. She's got one contract to reflect. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one, is what she said. This is her, that hermit that comes with the star and the lantern. It's like she got a big old industrial FBI flashlight. The motherfuckers are like 6 feet long, got a light shine to the moon. When she says that, it's literally like she shines it on the woman that she says it to. Damn it. Where is the divine masculine? When it comes to the Four Swords, Two Swords, I'm proud of you, feminine. You have the Fool. Yeah, that's a spiritual freedom, spiritually free. It's family interference. This is either family interfering or a marriage. It's deception. He's got to leave it. 6 swords, 7 swords. You got 6, 7, 8 sword there. He trusts the distrust more than he trusts the trust. I don't know how else to explain it to you. Talking about lies, cheating, stealing. This is brainwashing bullshit. Leaving behind a family that they used to trust. A wish fulfillment, soulmate, Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. To be able to acknowledge and analyze the spiritual independent. Your external person, this family has a problem with you because you're spiritual. These 3 people at the top of this spread have a problem with you because they're not in a spiritual realm. They may say, yeah, I go to church, I'm a Christian, I'm a spiritual thing. You can't go to church and be spiritual at the same time. They ain't the same people. But this person is saying, I wish you could at least meet them before you start talking about them. Or talking about you. They wish their family, or whoever's in this 10 cups for them, they love these people. And they want them to meet you before they judge you. And here comes the sun, little darling. Happiness, bliss, naked baby on a pony. They're telling their family, you're going to be the one apologizing to Leo. Look at that, because that bitch is going to stand up for herself, or this Aries is going to make a stand, and she will face it head on through her strength, courage, power, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment, comfortably. Indeed. It's feminine. The masculine in this reading knows it don't matter how many fucking women you got over there. Ain't nobody matching her. There is no competition. And he knows it, and so do they. I love you guys so much.